In Tiger Legacy Challenge mode, we're taking you back to parts of Tiger's life that you probably never even knew. Back when he used to play with his dad, back when he first started playing. His first ever competition he entered when he was 3 years old.
It was a pitch, putt, and drive for 9-year-olds, and I was, I don't know, about 2.5, 3, I think about 3 about the time. And I finished second, and I'm getting a trophy almost as tall as me. And I thought that was the coolest thing in the world, is that I could get a trophy that big.
We've got a unique twist to it this year. This year you're not going to just play as current day Tiger, you're going to go back and play as the actual age Tigers from those famous years. So when he was 2 years old, we have the 2-year-old Tiger model based on what he actually looked like back then. We have an 8-year-old Tiger model. We have a 12-year-old Tiger model. I mean, we have a model for his entire life.
The afro, I don't remember my hair being that big. I certainly didn't have the skylight that I have now, so it was neat because it brings back to my childhood. Going out there and just having the greatest time with my dad, and the bonding experience that we had because of those moments is one of the reasons why we became so close over the years.
A unique challenge that we have in the game is called Tiger Par. Back in the day, his dad would take him out on the golf course, play real golf courses, but of course his distance wasn't there, so he couldn't actually shoot real par. So they made up par values based on his game and his skills at that time.
Well, my dad was, I believe he was ahead of his time in that regard. You know, par is, let's say a normal par 4, 2 shots on the green, 2 putts, par. I couldn't get to the green in 2, so sometimes I would take me, 5 shots to get there. So my par was 7, 5 shots, 2 putts. But it was always competing against par. And sometimes I'd shoot under par, sometimes I'd shoot a couple over, blah, blah, blah. And then as I grew, my dad would adjust. Hey, you're getting a little bit longer. It doesn't take you 5 to get to the par 4 anymore. It takes you only 4 shots. So now my par was 6. And I used to get all bent out of shape about it because, you know, hey, you're jipping me out of this. It's like you reaching a par 5 and 2. You know, and he says, it's a par 6. So I try to negotiate and I always lose. I had always gathered confidence because, you know, my good days, I would play well and I could shoot, you know, 4, 5, 6 under par. So at an early age, I started getting confidence that I could shoot under par. You know, some guys have a governor when they get to a certain amount on par, they start pulling back. Well, I didn't because I'd always done it. I've always been shooting a par or better than par. So I felt very comfortable going low.
He's just had an amazing career in golf, and it's our chance to go back and show people just what an amazing golfer he has been.
I've had some nice moments along the way, some nice shots I've been able to pull off, so I think the gamers will really enjoyed those moments. I appreciate those moments because I know at the time how hard they were to try and pull off, and maybe the gamers will find the same feelings I was trying to deal with.